An experienced big project construction manager, Gage Park resident Martin Arteaga is attempting what some call the impossible to dislodge the sitting alderman of the 23rd Ward, which is home to some of Illinois Speaker Michael Madigan's best political workers. I'm Mike Fouché, and this is Aldertrack's Meet a Chicago Candidate series. Tell me, Martin, what's driving you to run for alderman?
Well, I've been driven for many years, going back to my organizing days at DePaul University. I majored in political science there, and I ran campaigns for a living for the Democratic Party across the country after college. And I went back to Northwestern graduate school and for public policy. So it's something that I've been studying for, and it's in my blood.
So, would you consider yourself a Fioretti or Garcia or Wilson or
Oh,
Emanuel
definitely
supporter?
Chuy Garcia. He's my guy.
So, you're endorsing him. Are you going to be working together?
We will be working together. I am endorsing him. We just came from a Chuy Garcia 100 Latino leaders endorsement session today.
Okay. So, if you were elected, would you join the Progressive Caucus?
Yes, I would. I would join the Progressive Caucus. I do consider myself a progressive Democrat.
So, most of what an alderman does, most sitting aldermen would say, is ward maintenance issues. But if you had a citywide policy issue, what would it be?
I'm very much into green and making sure that the city is as green as possible, and that's one of the things I will strive for within my ward is to make it the greenest ward in the city. Installing, let's say, for example, installing solar panels on every single house within the 23rd Ward would create what is essentially a power plant. And it would, go towards the goals that even President Obama has been laying out for our country.
You launched your campaign with a smart political ad suggesting your ward deserves more economic development. But good policies aside, how do you think you can beat the Madigan machine?
Good policies aside, I think that the numbers are in my favor. The 23rd Ward is one of the newly redistricted Hispanic supermajority districts. We have a 67% Hispanic majority, and 41% of the people within the ward have never seen the incumbent's name on a ballot. So he has quite a bit of a name recognition problem himself. Not to mention that he only won by 53% of the vote last time around. So you have 47% of the population that weren't supporting him in the last election, and you have a whole new population to deal with. So I think we're in a very good position. It's a three-way race at this point, and I think out of all three candidates, I have the best possibilities numbers-wise. I have a very experienced campaign team. My campaign manager ran for Congress before. My field director has been in politics for 30 years, going back to when Juan Solis was the first Hispanic elected into the city council. And my finance director comes from the Obama campaign. So I have a very well organized campaign, and I myself have nationwide experience running congressional races. I did the mayor's race in LA, and it's a couple municipal races here in the city of Chicago.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Martin.
Thank you very much for having me.
You can learn more about the Martin Arteaga campaign and almost 200 others by subscribing to our newsletter at aldertrack.com, by listening to this series on Rivet Radio, and by subscribing to this series on YouTube. Thank you very much. More great stuff to come.